Alright, gonna work on a tailgate today, and I'm gonna start off by just knocking all the dings that, I circled all the dings. That's a pretty bad one there. And then you got some minor ones here. And I'm only doing that, just because that would distract from the tailgate. I mean, I'm not gonna make this tailgate perfect, only because they weren't perfect coming out of the factory. Like I showed you before, you see these little dents here, these little things? They're all factory spot welds, Same with up here, a little different, these here seem like there's more spot welds up top than are on the bottom. But to me they look good, they look factory. If I'd done that and made them smooth and everything, it would take a little of the character, That's what people like about pickups too. They're a little rough. And they even have, the factory has even some factory dings, like right here. You see that little ding? That's where they had the letters, So I'm gonna leave that in there, and it's up top too, and even down here. It's a ding just from when they stamp the things out. That's just when they stamp them out, they're not made to be perfect. Look, even the O has them too right here. Little factory dings. So I'm just going to get the big ones out, and I'm not going to worry about what the factory put in there. Except like right here, this spot weld here looks out of place. So we're going to get that and clean this up a little bit. You know what I noticed on some tailgates, they had seam sealer around here where the seam is, and some like this one didn't have it. So I think I'm going to put it in there, so you probably won't even notice it, but I'm going to put it in there because I like it. And this little edge here, I think I'm going to clamp it down a little. It seems to be sticking up just ever so slightly. And I'm going to clamp that down and weld it in place. And then we'll do the rest of these. Also, this is where it attaches to the truck. It has a round thing. And this one's good, but the one on the other side needs a little work. The tailgates are a little sturdier than the rest of the truck. I think the rest of the truck is 18 gauge steel, and this is 16, so this is pretty substantial. Let me move this out here and I'll show you what we're going to do on the other side here. And on the other edge of the tailgate here, you see how it's kind of square on the bottom? That's got to be rounded out. Even though it works now and you don't see it, I'll make it round, I'll round it out. And then this edge here, that's pulled up a little bit, so I'm going to clamp that down and weld it in place. And this thing is going to be, this is protruding a little, pretty good, because like I say, this latch thing, or this that holds the hinge, must have broke off at one time. Put a ding in there, and I might just have to give that a sharp blow with a pointed object, because I can't really get a block under it. But for the rest of these, I can get the rest of these, and I'm actually going to use a shrinking hammer. If you guys don't know what that is, it has like a waffle head on it. Even though it works, a waffle head works good with thinner metals. It might not do much with this, but we'll give it a try. Even the block I'm using is a shrinking block. It's designed to shrink the metal a little bit, because right now it's all stretched from being punched out like that. So I'm going to set these up on a tripod, and we'll do a little hammering away. Alright, yeah, I hit it down a little bit, and it looked like it was good, I guess it's flat here, got a straight edge, and then all the way down, where the dimple was, it was all flat, and even this way, But then I came over here, I don't know if you can see it, but there's still a little bit. It looks like a lot. You'd think I'd be able to feel that or see it, but I didn't. That's why you always carry like a straight edge with you. So right here, there's still a slight bump. So let me put my headphones on here and see if we can fix that. Put your headphones on if you got them. Yeah, that might be giving me trouble because of the stamping, you know. Let's see if we can get a little better. It's actually pretty good now, but let's see if we get a little better. Yeah, I'd say that's pretty good. But what's happening here is, right here where the corner of this O is sort of swelled down, and that's just from them stamping that O. So we're gonna call that good. Let's go on to the next one. All right. This one's a tough one here because we got a big long one here, a little one here, a little one here, and a little one over here. So this whole panel here, you know, is pretty bad. We're going to wind up doing body work on the whole thing. So even if we sunk the whole thing down a millimeter or so, would be okay. But let's see what we can do with it. Get your headphones on. Let me see what we got here. Got this little one here, and you got a pretty big one here, and then this one here, that's pretty big, and then even this one. So let's see what we can do. We'll start with the one in the middle here. Okay, that's pretty good. Alright. Yeah, like I said, I'm tapping a little harder than normal, only because it's thick metal there. 16 gauge steel. Now let's try this one. You see what I got the block under here? I'm actually lifting this whole tailgate with my left arm here. Okay, that one's pretty good. This one here. That one's almost there. I'm not going to do any more because when I do this one, that'll actually bring that one down. Alright. I'm actually going to hold the block this way. Where you at? Instead of this way, I'm going to hold it this way. pretty good. If there is a slight, like there might be a very slight bump somewhere, you can't even see it. But when you grind this, it'll all come flat. I'm happy with that. Yeah. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Okay. Yeah, I thought that was going to give us trouble, but that worked out pretty good. So, alright, where's my clicker here? Alright, let's move on down to the next one. Alright, this one here is very slight. Matter of fact, this one probably going to take it out of the grinder, but we'll flatten it a little bit. But this one here is like high right here, and then a little tiny one right there. So let's see what we can do with it. Put your headphones on. Put your ear protection on. Yeah, that's pretty good. Again, I'm going to put my block cattywampus. Want to try and stay away from that bead there. You hit that, you just make more work for yourself. Hold up, might need a magic hammer for this one. Alright, that feels pretty good. Yep. Perfect. Perfect. Alright. This last one here is pretty substantial. See that? I don't know if you see that. That's pretty deep. So instead of dicking around and playing with the tap hammer, what I'm going to do is get a ball peen here. It's not as big as the big one. This is a normal size, and this is a medium. This is a baby, but I think we're going to need the medium size. And instead of using this block, you know, I'm going to just use a 1-inch piece of steel here and stick it on the table. I got you sitting on a table here that raises and lowers, and I'm going to stick this flat block underneath, and then we'll try and get most of it out. And I'm going to have to switch sides with you because I can't flatten the hammer out because of this side here and over here. So I'm gonna have you guys will come over here. I'll go over there. That way I can flatten the hammer out. All right. All right. I didn't move you guys yet, but I did put the block under here, and I actually got a level. I put a level here, so everything is level. So that block should be sitting perfect. So let me move the camera. All right. Put your hearing protection on and eye protection. Like I say, sometimes you gotta use a little persuasion. We'll see. It's working pretty good. Much better already. And I'm close enough now that Alright, I like that. Alright. Yeah, I got that damn near perfect, and I'm surprised that came out so nice. And I got a tiny little spot right here. And I'll show you how you get that so you don't damage the corner. Make sure you got safety glasses on for this. Although I've never seen, when you hit two hammers together, I've never seen them explode, but I know what happens. You dizzy will tell you that. Alright, I'd say that's pretty good. And like I say, when I grind this, you can actually take some metal off and make it actually perfect. So let me take you off the tripod and you can take a look at it from my angle over here. Oh, there you go. I was looking for the clicker. Alright, I was going to take you around the other side, but actually, yeah, you can actually see from right here. You know, you really can't see any kind of dent at all. And that surprised me because that was pretty substantial. So it shows you what you can do with the right tools. All right. I think for now I'm just going to grind these and prepare them, get them ready for some putty, and then same with the rest of them. I'll take care of the rest of the whatever dents there are. So all right. I hope that wasn't too much banging for you, but. let's continue on. Alright, before we start grinding and doing body work, I forgot about this little dent over here. I'm trying to get an angle so you guys can see it. Anyway, it's a pretty significant dent there. And like I said before, you can't really get under it because this is a little mechanism here. You might be able to get maybe a 1/4-inch piece of steel under there to back it up and beat it down, but there's a couple different ways you could deal with this. You get 10 different body men and 10 different views, and they'll all fix it 10 different ways, but I'll show you how I'm going to try and fix that. One way to fix that is just if you had a torch. I have a torch and everything, but you know, all my stuff is tucked away, and I don't want to drag that kind of stuff out, so we're going to try to do it cold. But you could just circle out and get that cherry red with a torch, and then just push that dent down, and that would be one way of fixing it. But this piece here is actually pretty crude out of the factory. I don't know how well you can see, but there's like a factory crease here, you know, from when they press this thing out. So I was going to fix these two little spot welds, actually 3 spot welds here, make them look good. And I think what I'll wind up doing, since I got to fix this and this and this, I might just take that factory crease out. I might even just do all this with fiberglass instead of body putty. We'll see. I don't know. Let me throw you on a tripod and I'll show you another way how we're going to take that out cold. Alright. You know, I see a lot of videos on YouTube, bodywork videos, and I see a lot of comments, not on my videos so much as on other people's, and someone will tell them, that's not how you do it, you're not doing it right, and you know. And right away, you know, it's somebody that watches the Discovery Channel and really never had a body hammer in her hand. But the right way to do it is whatever works for you. You know, it's as simple as that. Whatever it takes to get the job done is the right way. So for this, let me put my headphones on. And what I'm going to try and do is, I got a pair of vice grips here. I'm just going to try and squeeze it together and flatten it out a little bit. Because like I say, there's not much room in there to do anything. Alright, that's about as tight as I can get it. Alright, see that? You guys can't see that, but that dent is pretty much done. Pretty much out of there. Alright, I have a slight dip on the edge here, and I could probably slide it to the end and hit it up, and maybe I'll try that. Alright, we're unlocked. You get a body hammer. You get the magic hammer. Alright, so that's pretty much as good as I have to get it, and if I had to, you always get to pick. And there you go. So just use whatever you can, take the dent out. That's what it's all about. Alright, here we put this down here, and we're going to straighten this out. Probably just going to use a ball peen hammer on that. You don't really have to back it up because of the structure here, you know what I mean? It actually holds itself. But interesting, you know, as pristine as this tailgate is, the way that's bent in makes you wonder what happened. You know, almost like it fell and landed on there. And it almost seems like it was dragged a little bit. I don't know. You'll never know. But let's straighten that out. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be doing any grinding or anything tonight because I think this video is probably over 25 minutes already, and by the time we get done with this, you'll be at least 30 minutes, and then maybe I'll do a little welding up here, a couple tacks, and then we'll call it done. So, hang on. Let me put my headgear on and start some banging. I'll try to stay out of your way. But then you guys, you stay out of my way. It's coming out pretty good. Alright. I'd say that's pretty good. Let's get a flashlight, see what it looks like. Yeah, that's pretty good. It almost looks square, but it's not. Let me see how it looks on your angle. Feels like there still might be a little lip in there. I think I might get the bigger hammer, only because it covers more area. Not that I'm going to hit it any harder. Okay. Alright. Yeah, I like that a little better. You're never going to see it, and it's the pivot doesn't even hit on there. It rides on the top here, so it doesn't ride on the bottom. And this is pretty good. This is actually the very bottom, and you never see it. So, all right, let's get the welder out and squeeze this together and tack that up. Alright, got the welder here. Let's give this a try. I usually have that welder set up for welding battleships, and hopefully the little dirt bike left it set up for welding sheet metal. He knows it better than I do. So let's give it a try. Watch your eyes. Okay. Actually looks pretty good. I know I was going to have to grind it. It was sputtering like that because it was hitting the air. But that's pretty good. me get the front here. Alright, I'm happy with that. Alright, we'll do the other side and we'll call it quits. Looks pretty good. I don't even think I'm going to clamp it. Clamp it. Jake, clamp it. Let me grind these out. I got to grind these out first. This is not a good place. Now let me turn these off. I'm going to find a better place. Alright. Let's try this. Okay. Still don't have to be welded underneath, but I'm going to do it anyway. Alright. Like that. Alright. Yeah, I thought we were going to get into some grinding and maybe put some putty down and everything, but these here took a little longer than I thought. And in the side here, plus the welding and stuff, but it all had to get done, so this video is probably getting a little too long now. I appreciate you guys hanging around and leaving comments and stuff, so I guess next time we'll grind it up and throw some putty on there. So, all right, enough of this.